His wife abandoned him and their 5 children without looking back. 10 years vanished like smoke. Then out of nowhere she returned. And what she walked into, it shattered her completely. Stick with this story, because you won't believe the life he created in her absence. Before we dive in, drop a comment below and tell us where you're watching from and what time it is. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's jump right in. Marcus Hale never imagined his life would flip in a single morning. One moment he was a husband kissing his wife's cheek before work. The next he was standing in the kitchen with a folded note shaking in his hand. 7 words. 7 words that pulled the floor from under him. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. No explanation. No argument. No warning. Just silence so deep it echoed. She didn't only leave him. She left 5 children, Jaden, Mason, Zoe, and the babies who could barely form full sentences. One still in diapers, the other trying to figure out how shoelaces worked. And Marcus, he stood alone in a house that suddenly didn't feel like a home. The questions came immediately. Where's Mommy? Did we do something bad? Is she coming back tomorrow? He didn't have answers, only instincts. So he swallowed his heartbreak and gave his children the gentlest lies he could. She just needs time. She's thinking. She still loves you. But days turned into weeks. Weeks into months. Months into a full year. And Serena never came back. She vanished, like smoke on a windy day. Marcus dropped one of his 2 jobs because daycare stole every dollar he made. His mornings started before the sun. He never finished a cup of coffee. Breakfasts were chaotic, socks went missing every single day, and someone always cried before 8 a.m. But somehow, they survived. He burned dinners, forgot school meetings, worked double shifts, came home exhausted, and still tucked every child into bed with a smile he didn't always feel. His truck became his crying place. His shower became his thinking space. His lunch break became the only time he could breathe. But in all of it, one truth stayed steady. He showed up. Every single day. At the construction site, surrounded by steel and dust, he found a strange kind of peace. The machines drowned out his thoughts. His co-workers admired him but never truly understood the battles he carried to work. Jaden, the oldest, stepped into responsibility far too young. He tied little shoes, helped with homework, made snacks, comforted crying siblings, and carried the kind of weight that should never sit on a child's shoulders. But not once did he complain. At night, when Marcus collapsed into the couch, he'd stare at the ceiling and wonder if he was enough. If love alone could hold a family together. If a father's hands could replace a mother's absence. And every time Zoe crawled onto his lap, whispering, "I love you, Daddy," he knew he'd find the strength to wake up the next morning. 10 years passed. 10 birthdays. 10 Christmases. 10 first days of school. 10 years of waiting for a door that never knocked. Then one ordinary Thursday, Marcus came home from work, opened the mailbox, and froze. A letter. No return address. But the handwriting stopped his breath. Serena. He didn't open it. He couldn't. He tucked it into his jacket and carried it like a secret. At work, it pressed against his chest with every movement. At home, it sat on his nightstand staring at him. 3 days passed before he finally opened it. Her words spilled out like a confession. She talked about fear, pressure, mental collapse, therapy. Trying to rebuild. Trying to change. And then the part that mattered most. I want to see the kids. If you can forgive me, maybe they can too. Marcus didn't cry. Didn't yell. Didn't crumble. He just sat still, quiet, steady, because his heart had learned not to break out loud. He knew one thing clearly. He would not make this decision alone. As if life wanted to test him, the next day came with another twist. His supervisor, Reggie, called him into the office. "We're offering you lead foreman. More money, better benefits, stability he had prayed for, but also longer hours. Empty seats at his kids' events. More pressure Jaden would silently carry." That night, Marcus told Jaden privately. Jaden smiled, but the smile didn't reach his eyes. "We'll make it work, Dad. We always do." And Marcus saw it. The fatigue, the fear, the weight of responsibility Jaden never asked for. He realized something huge. Their family had survived 10 years because they had each other. Because they fought together. Because every choice had to be made as a team. So he folded the promotion letter and kept it aside. Some decisions required clarity, real clarity. Sunday came. After dinner, Marcus gathered all 5 children. He placed Serena's letter in the center of the table. "This came last week," he said gently. "It's from your mom." Silence hit the room like a punch. He read it aloud. Jaden's jaw tightened. Mason looked confused. Zoe clung to his arm. The baby stared, not fully understanding but feeling the tension. Jaden spoke first. "Why now? Why after 10 years?" Marcus had no answers. For the next days the house felt heavy. Zoe cried at school. Mason kept asking what would happen. The younger two stuck close to Marcus like small shadows. And Jaden withdrew. Marcus realized he needed truth, not just from Serena's letter but about her life now. So he hired a private investigator. What came back shattered the illusion completely. Serena was drowning in debt. Eviction notice filed. Bills unpaid. Job hopping. Posting online asking strangers for help. And worst of all, she used Marcus's name in forums, implying she might reconnect with her kids for financial stability. It wasn't love bringing her back. It was desperation. Marcus felt something inside him settle, cold but clear. She didn't return for family. She returned for rescue. And he wasn't offering it. Serena called days later. Her voice shaky. "I just want one meeting. Please." He agreed on one condition. The kids choose. Not me. At the park, she approached slowly, thin, exhausted, looking like life had taken more from her than she ever expected. "I've missed you," she whispered. No one moved. She talked for a long time. About regret. About pain, about healing. About wanting another chance. But nothing landed. It was like her voice couldn't cross the distance her absence created. Finally, Jaden stepped forward. "What do you want from us now?" Serena opened her mouth, but no answer came. The meeting ended quietly. No hugs, no promises, no closure. Just reality. Back at home, Marcus gathered them again. He placed the investigator's report on the table. "No secrets," he said softly. "No lies. You deserve to know." They saw everything. The debts, the eviction, the threads of manipulation, the truth behind her return. "So she didn't come back for us?" Zoe whispered. "No," Marcus said. "She came back because she was drowning." No one spoke after that. But their silence said everything. That night, Marcus opened a locked drawer. Inside were documents sealed and stamped. He brought them to the table the next evening. "I've been saving," he said, "planning quietly, preparing." The kids exchanged confused looks. Marcus slid the papers forward. "I legally adopted all 5 of you years ago. Fully. Permanently. No one can challenge that." Shock, tears, relief. Zoe jumped into his lap, sobbing. Mason leaned into his shoulder. The oldest two didn't hide their tears. "You're mine," Marcus said, voice steady. "By love, by law. Forever." And for the first time in 10 years, their home felt whole. Life began to breathe again. Jaden toured colleges. Mason joined a soccer team. Zoe took dance classes. The little ones laughed louder than they ever had. Peace wasn't quiet. It was warm, soft, alive. One afternoon, another letter came. Serena. Short. Honest. She apologized. Admitted she came back out of need. Promised not to disturb them again. Marcus tucked it away. He didn't reply. Through a friend, he eventually learned she moved away, joined a support program, and started working again. She was rebuilding on her own, finally facing her life without leaning on the family she once abandoned. And Marcus? He returned to what mattered: his children, their dreams, their laughter. One evening, Jaden looked at him and said quietly, "You saved us." Marcus shook his head. "No," he said. "We saved each other." And they did. Together they created a home stronger than anything broken in the past. This wasn't the family Serena left. This was the family Marcus built. With patience, sacrifice, loyalty, and a love that never once walked away. If someone from your past reappeared after disappearing for years, would you open the door? Or protect the peace you fought to build? Tell us in the comments. Did this story move you? Did it remind you how powerful family truly is? Like, share, and subscribe for more unforgettable stories, and thank you for watching.